Hello, friends. Welcome back to Fell Seal. Last time we were here, we did a couple story maps. We learned how to defeat the Maw. We did some hunts. We unlocked the Dark Dungeons, Deep Dungeons, Mid-Lights Deep esque dungeon of this game. And this time we have some hunts and stuff to do. So, let's get to that. Still hoping Private Marcus comes back with some platinum threads. Hello, evil succubus person. Okay. What a weird thing this is. It's Kyrie and Anodine versus a Shard of Wraith and Shard. Quicken Wraith is kind of a dick. Who else is kind of a dick, though? Us. And that's a very dead Wraith. And she has counter root, which won't affect us. Thanks, accessories. And we hope we crit. And we do. Goodbye, demon. New Malcuous portraits and a color. We get a prism collar, which I assume is monster gear. Another coronal plume, in case we really want princesses and lords. And I think they make Drake or Draken bits for our monsters, which no one cares about. Let's see. Lord Crest, Princess Crest, Radiant Serum to make Warden pets and Fell pets. I have 9 plumes. And I have more Lord and Princess Crest than we'll ever do anything with. I I have more radiant serums than we're probably going to do anything with. And I don't know if anything uses fill. Gold threads make lockets. We actually need a few of those. We do need gold threads. Mostly because we actually use lockets on things. Bizarro wants some battle lockets. I think Anodine wants a Zephyr locket so she can be every bit as fast as possible. Thankfully we have not gotten a ton of levels in her class. It has one of the worst speed growths in the game, and it's a way to sort of obsolete her, but we didn't do that, so we're fine. The one I'm kind of worried about is Kyrie. Her stats are a little awful because she's using a cursed shield. Apparently if you finish 15 battles with it equipped, it turns into a better shield, but she's had it equipped for a while and it's done absolutely nothing. So, you know. Bizarro's speed is also bad. The best speeds right now, Rainier and Katja. Katja in our Bounty Hunter class, I think it's a gigantic amount of speed. Rainier has been the fastest forever. I have so many people on classes that have been maxed out. There is... there is a thing in one of these... Here we go. Every other mortal's dead and Quarta is vanished. We must visit the Kawas. We've been there. Certain immortals were abusing their authority. I wonder which ones it were. Oh, I bet the ones we fought and killed. Poor Quintus. He does actually seem, decent. Okay, she wants to travel somewhere, and I'm pretty sure it's here. Pretty sure it's here. Pretty sure it's... here. I knew if I guessed every city, one of them would eventually be correct. Is Kyrie having an existential crisis? My one-of-a-kind custom-made jacket. The sickly stench of deception. It's weird little demon vampire zombie apparition things. Ghost Kyrie is kind of cuter than real Kyrie. And the other two are weird. You'll notice their equipment is the same thing our equipment is. And their skill sets are the same thing our skill sets are. And their counters are the same thing our counters are. Please ignore that I gave Rainier counterattack. He shouldn't have counterattack, but it's fun with dual wield, and I don't know what else to put on him right now. What they don't have, 71, 39, 18. 71, 30. Oh, they do. They do have our class mastery as stats. That's fun. Okay. They are us. We'll see if they are as good as us. What we really don't want is for Anodine to have turns. Yep, I think we have to do that. Really, though, we don't want their Anodine to get turns. Goodbye, enemy Rainier. Seriously, though, we don't want their Anodine to get turns. And again, their Anodine shouldn't get turns. She's gonna get a turn though, it seems like. But let's try and have her not get one. Victory. We got an Excalibur. Is that good? It absolutely is. Thanks, Morgan. In a non-Felseal related note, I discovered that our grocery store has an off-brand Big Red, and I actually like it far more than Big Red, and it's about half the price. It's pretty awesome. Something different to drink that doesn't have caffeine. Okay, Marcus, show me the good news. That's fantastic news, Marcus. You will probably get a promotion when all is said and done if you keep doing that. Down to 4 platinum threads needed, and that's only because there's so many characters I want to have builds on by the end of the game. You did good, sir. You did good. First up, Excalibur. This 84 attack sword. Out of 112 attack, re-raise, holy element, not too vertical, plus 34 attack sword. You lose a little bit of crit, which is fine. He now has 2 giant swords. Even more self buffs. And because we did missions on things as menders, apparently they still give Vicarious AP. And since no one had done mender things, except Yates, and he does not count. I have no idea how it works for monster classes. Lich takes a just ridiculous amount of AP to master. You can see where we might be going with some of these builds. We've unlocked Myconid. You unlock so many different variants of these things. You use a serum to unlock a class, and then you level that, and it unlocks a class, and then you level that, and it unlocks 2 builds, and you're like, I don't understand. And if you understand, good for you. Because I certainly don't. Characters that we've had on the bench, we're just leveling them up in whatever. Oh, you don't have Mender, so you're going to get Mender. We will be using them for stuff at some point. I do have builds, at least for that first row of people. The ones currently gaining prestige classes. These 6, I think, have builds. And Lancaster is where the builds stop. Which means I don't necessarily care about any of these. Although I do like my monsters to change because I don't think they actually provide any spillover AP. One day I'll have to use monsters. I think there's one of the little hoof guys that I don't have that's fun to have. Like you can make his auto attacks and everything heal. He can run around just healing things. So Celestial and Speedy are unlocked by this now. The sheer speed of these monsters leaves others in the dust. They get initiative and auto haste. Okay. I think we're running out of classes here. Most of the serums we can buy in the shops, so I'm not actually in danger of running out. These ones come with a lot of AP already in their classes. Again, though, I don't know what I'm going to do with them at all. Since we're here in Thesperios, we can go back on missions. More platinum thread. Private Marcus. Should we promote him to Sergeant Marcus at some point? I think we probably should. This guy just has the shit-eatingest grin of shit-eating grins. Okay. We now have a few options available to us. Let's check out Lodestar Henge. Since everyone seems to think that might, or the Kawas at least seem to think that might have some information. And if it does, then, you know, that's pretty neat. Well, inserting one henge fragment did nothing. But there are more henge fragments. And if we move off and move back on, we can insert the other hinge fragments we found. And we summon a guy, or girl, and demons. That's a lot of demons. And a Kairu. I don't know what a Kairu is. Well, I do, but... I do know that the guys who made this game made another game. And Kairu is the main character of that game. So, you know, he's Luso. Or the Luso equivalent. Which is cool. Like, I love Final Fantasy Tactics as much or more than the next guy. I've already Let's Played it once. I want to Let's Play it again with some of the silly challenge modes. So, like, I ain't throwing shade or anything. We're gonna Razor Wind, Adrenaline, and not hit anything, and we don't want to hit our friends, so we're not gonna move there. We're gonna move here. We're gonna Razor Wind, Adrenaline, and not hit anything because math. Friend, you do not have infinite HP. Yeah, I just couldn't do anything else with Bizarro. Sproing, heavy potion. Thank you for wasting potions. Oh, hello, Spy Master. Spy Master Knife Man. Behold, Excalibur. I love being able to read. I come in peace. Oh yeah, Santina. Where's that again? Where do you come from that you don't know about Teoria? Different universe and stuff. It's all complicated. We let people get turns there. I don't know if they do or not. They might not either. Momentum. Meet. Counterattack. Meet Anidine. Focused Rage. Adrenaline. Should not have Focus Rage the Adrenaline. Can't Focus Rage. Picked the wrong target to go after with her. Why did you dodge Excalibur, sir? Can't shove me off the world. Why is Final Sting good? Because Final Sting gets past all of the BS of can't hit me with attacks. Focus Rage. Overreach. And it wouldn't get its turn any faster if it weren't already dead. We got a Dragon's Nail. That might go ahead and replace... I would say it might replace Rainier's weapon, except we already replaced Rainier's weapon. That actually goes to a character we have not built yet. Kairu might actually inherit one of the silly builds, although I think he can't inherit the one that procs everything because he cannot be a werewolf because he's a story character. I think he's a story character. We'll find out if he's a story character as soon as we can recruit him to our party. I know nothing about the game other than the fact that they made it and that he is from it. Because Wikipedia exists. Even though at times we might be better if it didn't. Hello, Kairu. You are the... he is an exiled, and therefore has his own class. Boy, does this suck. Okay, he has Chilling Touch, which... makes him a funky version of... Who has Chilling Touch? He's a funky version of somebody. Oh, that's a funky version of werewolf? No. I want to say it's a funky version of a werewolf, but I don't think Chilling Touch is werewolf. I think Chilling Touch is some other class he doesn't have access to. His skills kind of suck. Water, dark. This is like it wants to be Vessel plus... At the same... I don't know. I don't understand that one. he wants to be all things. No, he was. I don't think I'm gonna use him because he's not gonna have levels in anything. He's level 50 though. That's cool. Do we have any? We have one major mass battle left, and we have 5 minutes till our characters I can fight in it are back. So let's take a look at the first level of Ancient Paths. Oh, no, let's come to Centina and go through the Colosseum. Can't change classes of people that are doing stuff. Didn't want to go into the shop. Tournament info. 4-round tournament this time. So that should be fun. Costs 15k to enter. Our goal is to kill everything. I think we get 6 characters, probably. We do, which means we can bring our story characters. Which I guess counts Yates. I suppose we could bring the new guy, who doesn't stack up. No self-buffs is a shameful display. I wish if you didn't have to teleport, it didn't teleport you. This stuff is all going to be about our level. What it doesn't have, though, is builds that make sense. Or the stats that make sense. Burning Mirage is always a thing we have to do sometimes, which means it's something we have to do all the time. Rainier, could you please stand right here? Thank you. We probably should give Yates the thing that says your buffs last an extra turn, and I can't mass haste this turn. That's great. Just kind of waiting for stuff to walk forward. Sure, whatever. Focus Rage, Finisher. Nice. Focus Rage, Adrenaline. Overreach, can we kill it? No, we cannot. Let's set up our next turn with Adrenaline. Don't go stealing my MP, sir. You're gonna wish you didn't. Damage. Rainier is very good at it. Keeping me from murdering you. I see how it is. Will we crit? Yep. Not a ton of damage on that one, but that's fine. I have other party members. I have other party members who cleave, even. They don't get their MP back, though. Ideally, you want to kill the first one without final stinging it, and then final sting the second one. Well, Anodine can't kill that. Can Katja? Yep. We're gonna keep fighting. Our rewards are nothing, just some AP for Bizarro. In this round, humans. One's got a water gun. When in doubt, just open by firing at people. I wouldn't want to get into a gun war with Katja right now. Poor Bizarro, he is so slow. Although that doesn't really matter when You do damage to its mana instead. Hello, Princess, with true double cast. Throwing rocks. I still don't know why things make monkey noises when you hit them. Focus Rage finisher. Focus Rage. Adrenaline? Someone whose portrait does not match the character even a little bit. Well, who was I targeting? Whoever it was, their portrait doesn't match their sprite even by a little bit. Let's try to crit. We didn't crit. Bizarro, no. Okay, he should not have been making that sound. Seriously. Kyrie goes bonk. That's one way to multi-shot something. Nothing but influence points. And I guess we have to play King of the Hill here. Are you seriously out of range? Fine, I'll just wait. I have to keep reminding myself that the concept of cover does not exist in this game. I just don't get Duelist. The flourishes don't seem to do anything at all. total shields. That's uncool. Okay. Nice. That lets us get into their backline. Oh, that might be able to kill him there. Rainier does not have to teleport in and kill the weakened guy. Anadine can get him. Let's do some damage. When in doubt, get the first kill, then get Boon. Then find your second kill, and final sting it. And miss, of course. Why does stuff keep insisting on coming back from the dead? Also, that was a lot of damage to Kyrie. What is she doing? Oh boy, potions. Too bad I'd teleport. One thing has nothing to do with the other. And Overreach gets a kill. And we're now on our last fight. Hello, 6 humans. We are also 6 humans. Ignore the thing that is clearly not a human. If I run forward, can I shoot you? No. Then I won't. Let's move forward a little bit, but not the whole map. Let's start passing out the haste. That was the silliest multi-shot I've ever seen. He quite frankly should be ashamed of himself. I know these names and these portraits. Just not in the combination they are. Someone is borrowing my bench to compete in this tournament. Crit, please. Sigh. I'll just shoot you in the face. Of course you'll come back to life. I'll stab you in the face. Menders don't get turns. Goodbye, Pimp Hat. You can have haste this turn. Man, the bottom of the speed pile is kind of funny. Just all sorts of weird, wacky stuff lives back here. It's a very high evade little Bazat thing. Also, when enemies have counter jump on you, it's hilarious how bad that works out for them. That does Focus Rage. I finish you off. And you have a little bit more HP, so Focus Rage Overreach. You do not have a little more HP. Just point blank shoot you in the face. We have triumphed. And for that, the game gives us Valiant Armor, Shield, Helm, another plume, and some mythical leather. Valiant gear is good equipment. We're now waiting to hear from Marcus. He got 2 energized crystals. That's unfortunate, Marcus. That is unfortunate. I think with that, though, we're going to end it for the day. Next time, we'll see what this game's deep dungeon looks like. Thank you all for being here, and I'll see you next time.